Okay, that's my Yamuina, Joe Yamama Transenso. Yamina Paba, hello, 101.5 MCNE. Namia Daroma, what Dinea Chain, someone say, and there, Yawada. Yawa, a Yabusumi, and Siemu, a detosu num, any, a yohumo, a busmin, and detosu num, any fimpinu, any adunumi. Na a druya wada said, ya, said the impediment for Chatono. There was she say, they will see a boy home como, and for Mmra. Edwumadi mu nti sese Mmra ho amanbo ene busia yebeboy Mmra nsesen ena yebedi ho enkomo yi beda yempenifo nyina se na afi production team so nyina so ase ye lawyer krado idie ne cheze ebre na so no ano no ngotwe na apa ho sima aduasa nnan pepepe hello 101.5 so eno no na social media handles nyina ye adwuma kama pa kana to bend the master planner no any a year boss ye chief producer of the show and boss ye mwajo e dasipi executive producer mi gina manager something kwa mnyamche kwa mi ye maoni busianfu nyina adwo afedi coolula private chief the private executives canado the slave boss anso ye tijumedi mano and ye chief nyina ka production team no e da nyina massive se breso a do nyina so a kyew madwene na de omo so wo de ka ho no the account you also lawyer yano no yano the yes man and do asipi pa any dan munyina boy chidom come mama ye the chief nyina so asipi na ya ka cho say handles nyina ye adwuma say eye YouTube Instagram o any afi WhatsApp nyina social media handles nyina ye enwa nyina ye adwuma aha ne chese enkomo bia ne chese busia na ye di nti channel so pa wo number no 03 220-81006 81007 03220-81006 and one lag the champon ye be man adwo anwumrei ono so e wa kanta payment University of Skills Training Entrepreneurial Development and afi SK Boafo Chambers lawyer ye mo adwo and afi lawyer firm na pe kobe and so e wo below consult dum ye man adwo and so anwumrei e ye ni lawyer Evans Sebunsu Obriye Boa Chambers Kumase and Accra ne ono na yani beshia ni afi ye bebo enkomo yi mo figi na ya mo dewu breast one chese wonso na ye bi humana ma na de opesa wo ka kire lawyer na se de opesa bisa no na afi ye bo enkomo enwa no enkomo no so ye tie very simple enwa no se na woni mi funa ye twague French ogwe a wanted person. I wanted, you declare wanted. Why? And you declare wanted, no. Now, your uncle for common why. A dear Ben will be in tear. You see, you declare wanted, no. Now, why crump institutions bang and no use you. Sada warrant, no. And my ecasi nipper with you declare wanted. And it dear come. A home brand some home. And say, I was your tio. Now, once word to me, actually, dear, ti lawyer yo peso bisa na fe wonso bisa no eno enkomo pe ene busia ye bebo na ye na enwumre ye be ma lawyer kwa ba na fe ya to aso papa ye mu akwa bo
yo bejo so mi
pa na bo mo ko die
oh
lord
yeah mi ya do mi ya na ma fi o French man on say the brofo and then the French pe French for the omote brofo mi ya do mi no aka brofo no na no dem anya de ketra
oh no
yeah
mi no mi so we that's it that's it people I also bo adwuma
that's
pa ya mi so pe go hope you ma kwa bo nyina je ujire mu a hello eno anumu enti enkomo aka ye ada ndi ye chire ho
yeah
umusa lieutenant
yes senior ni
oh chale oh ai ede nyamia spi abusi anti ya ne lawyer Sebunsu Evans ene busi ehia na ye bonkomo no yonko brabo pa eno no ena de eka ho nyina so eka ho nti ye da se papa asem tie and somewhere that pros one in the affair, some at that man for no. Hey, you pass me see, wanted. The dear person I wanted to grandpa's and say. Now, I wanted, no. It's any papa, if I'm right. The big Jim and my you to Mmra, as I say, if I wanted one line, and since who's it?
Yo, but I say, I've been far when you're soon chat what you for no, I have for you now. Now, Miss Sancha, Dr. Ernest Oforisa, on him as usual. Oh, my partner there. There be a match here.
Yeah,
I and I'm Miss Ramquatin.
Dr. Oforisa.
Oforisa.
I
Miss Ramquatin, the man of
I see.
And you're any passe.
Or you
soup. That's all I come will be.
For sure.
What I say.
Now, Mr. Doctor also coming.
Oh, okay. Oh, and I said it then. I just say, what Muslim, you are no problem. Yeah, no more money in check. Now, Yakase, you declare will be wanted that. And if fugitive now. Fugitive now, no, I think. I know they wanted Nina, you soon simultaneously. You declare wanted, now say fugitive, but I am a fugitive nama. I know I did because fugitive no. And to say, Obi escape from captivity, and I say. Because you see the word fugitive, now different from fugitive from justice. Because I don't now open a legal meaning, legal term, fugitive from justice. And remember, fugitive non-con. I know refers to someone being charged with committing a crime, but is avoiding punishment by means of what? Be a fleeing and I say, baby.
Then will be you. And if I take a Kabubana, nobody tan, you running away, nobody tan, no do. Not a baby yet.
Sasana, Osha, or my Mmra na ya war. Your constitution, ya will be in your free ya war. Ya Mmra no, almost a Ghana Police Service Act. And my quantity law enforcement agency be bet me a declare fugitive and as a wanted because it's a Ghana Police Service act no. Attorney General so bet me a declare AG or no so bet me a declare and a court and a Interpol. And the Interpol no so they work together with the Ghana Police Service. And the almost our body way no me declare will be fugitive. I said yeah to court law enforcement agency but Osha BBT said investigative body be why mu no or no declare will be fugitive from justice ayana on the basis I was on the law enforcement agency na working together before and son what me declare will be fugitive from justice on no point no so no ade ne pe because so be OSP and say or investigative body the purpose ne say the purpose ne say or investigative crime be akoso. And as a crime be underway, I'll be back committee and a recovery of certain assets. A be honoma, but offer OSP Act now. Once a bachelor on the powers are with me Juma. But mean pressing through because we are investigative body. This is investigative, but it's a Euro economy. Although your man on prosecutorial power kakra delegate your man, but power ne dia man oye hwehwe mu kura no a also obo atene general na mane age na mane ansa na mane tumi amode nipa na court what you say the court ne determine nipa no nti ono ankasa oni power ono ankasa betima kasa ma sentence obi na mede na akwa akoshim what you say
and no want to declare obi so wanted and so
yes o declare obi wanted that I was on investigative body be on law enforcement agency be na ye adwuma anasa court no oje order bi. But so no kwa ba or investigative body or review no declare or say but declare will be fugitive from justice when now fugitive from justice no prana near a person a prana say a was senka ubon say when you order be from law enforcement agency and now court to be now boa na atimiam watimi declare nipa no fugitive from justice. Na sasona bema will be fugitive from justice no. I was so say one any panel one my friend no okay or ma two nipa na ebo apa yese ompeso obeba what you say and nipa na ko hide in order to avoid abia charge ayede man but in the first place have you also defined such charge no and nipa no bone na waye no akere na na say undefine the charge bia ankere no because the mere fact that we invite obi Someone appear before you was a power to invite somebody to appear before you. And to the mere fact that when you invite to be so appear before you, nipa na man does not necessarily mean say I was declare the fugitive from justice. Because one or purpose on pa kasa or the two the investigative body and that investigative body na make say recovery of certain asset illicit drugs be akoso wo baby e was said nuboni bi akoso e was say mu ana say memfa ne say crime be underway a obi person or committee now person uhwehwe ana crime be has already been commissioned obi aye boni bi ana say obi wo intention be to commit any criminal enterprise is serious e wo man robbery bi ane asa ade bi etesa ansa na wo wa work alongside with the or together with the investigative body law enforcement agency no ansa na what me declare ni pan fugitive from justice na the attorney said say who supina obi anase who hia obi say o appear before you ne say nipa na ama enom ensi investigation no ho kwan hwehwemu na oye hwehwemu na ensi ho kwan because moment wa free obi say one appear before you na wa ama no Mmra ma ho kwan say one kasa obetima ye hwehwemu what I say because nipa no when he say the person has to appear before you, no make it your case so flamboyant for you. The duty, the onus does not lie on the person. To me, be any say any panel so on a bema investigative body, no matter what some year they're not becoming some day. Now, based on that, no what they are charging. Because me near do me, they also want to say, some commit criminal transaction be or criminal enterprise. Let me feel say my bonny be. Na me a wa frame say me ma appear or me make me born in so that we some fan charge me. I don't think so beba. What you say? Enti e was say one yes one kasa wo ye wonhwehwe mu state resources e say one kasa ye wonhwehwe mu na say wanye sa nhwehwe mu no a a burden na one kasa what we call the burden is not on the suspect because it will be by suspect let's just say that person no investigation go so aye na nhwehwe mu and obi accused person it means that the person has been processed to the law court ya hwehwe say nipa no ya the charge bi abon no ya de na ko akogina court and no e basa say nipa no or ye accused person na say suspect bi also appear before you na suspect na ma constitution ne man ho kwan so otimi remain silent abraham kasa and by virtue of article 19(2)(c) a person is presumed to be innocent. Article 19(2)(c) of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. In your domain, be Article 19(2)(c) at the Aneka.
19(2)(c)
Article 19(2)(c) of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
Okay, 19(2)(c). 2C.
Article 19(2)(c). Yeah. Okay. 19(2)(c).
Okay, was it be presumed to be innocent until he's proved or has pleaded guilty?
Yes. And until say the person or say the person is presumed a presumption. The person is presumed to be innocent. So Yesusu say thank you. Twini na oya de ba. Yesusu say enipa na oya den onye boni bia. Ente Yesusu a rebuttable presumption. Enti wo betimi de abasa mpamenye dance say we de waye boni. Okay. A person is presumed to be innocent until proven otherwise. Unless a dipanaja to say odifo. Onuaji say odifo before answer na obetimi. At nti say ni pano. You de ko gina court to kra opa on kasa. Obetimi remain silent. Abra on kasa. Eti na wahu na murder cases. So obi kum nipa na de ko gina court na kasa odifo a. Court na akra timi ka chen say wodi bem.
Sesen.
Court no be kan chen say wodi bem. You be sound you taking a plea. You be say are you guilty or not guilty? No ko kasa you're guilty pe. Court no mu an for that. Court no be kan chen say wodi bem. No a man a legal representation say a man a lawyer. Answer. I was a court to meet me if you na court na etimi prove say ampa na prosecution no the charge na ebo no. Kwa do no bono no. Otimi prove beyond reasonable doubt say ampa. And beyond reasonable doubt no. Enya abo is about 99.99%. Inti wanye let's say nipa na pointy hole kakra bi kura wo asem nu a it will lead to the acquittal of the accused person.
Ye be jana
manako. Eti na se boni bi si a e wo se nipa no accused person e pampa na e wo se o ma no bibia nkrata bi ehia e beboa no language a wote ase obema na hu se language we kasa we ane e de kirikire o mu ate ase Osan hu say na obetumi afa lawyer of the choice. Osan hu say na asem bia wo kan bia no so ahweye no anya legal representation ade obeka bia will be used against any panel. You be use the atia no. And on your friend say wo seven bibia your friend disclosures. A lawyer for kind of disclosures. And to kind the case of
ambush litigation.
Yes, yampa ambush litigation so hide it. Now I charge you be enti
da bibia di
chire no. Enti say oka the case of Republic versus Bafoboni and 4 others. Bafoboni and 4 others. Supreme Court akase accused person no or say 7 bibia every disclosure. Say yeah, disclosures mean sabeka no hu say kwadu we na de bono. In fact, charge we time a watch na asem kana independent witness wo ho 17 nkrata bi ebehia bia na accused person so language a wote ase na wo de kasa kire ni nti wo kofa obi no ye kusasi ni na de ni begina court na wa utie na asa na so guilty or not guilty no say me differ na kusasi ni want titwi yi esabio on titwi kasa yi na wo de twi nso na kasa kire no na wie na akogbu ano for later obetimi akọ set the mai ni na aside
obekọ akogbu agu I say
o manete o pes kusasi ni no kire no saa kasa na
yakopa no wa kusasi ni
enti court no wa said yes okopa enti wan kopia ma na mo prosecutors ma modern na court na mpe kusasi ni a wote ase a let us man fa pepepe ye ni no we na Republic versus Bafoboni ni Supreme Court ne kansa na ade ba ko a me hu ni say OSP no ayese ohaje ne ho entre house say minim twi ni say de sika no because OSP no office bi a you see if you read article 88 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Your article 88
no.
of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Prosecutorial powers ni nyina na yade ama Attorney General.
Attorney General ho.
Attorney General ho.
Aban lawyer penny.
Ne ho ne wo. On ne ho na wo se o prosecute obi a.
I see.
Sa ne powers ni bi ni apone bi.
Okay.
And yade ama OSP ni apone bi nso de ama police prosecutors.
Yentie. Eno wa ha. Was say the Attorney General. 88.1.
Yeah.
I say there shall be an Attorney General of Ghana.
Yes.
Who shall be a Minister of State.
Yeah.
And the principal legal advisor.
Yes. On the two are mindful.
I say the Attorney General shall discharge such other duties of a legal nature as may be referred or assigned to him by the President.
Yes.
Or imposed on him by this Constitution or any other law.
Yeah. Enti one say Attorney General no 2 million the amount for prosecution, whether civil matter or criminal matter. Enti civil criminal matter bia no Attorney General no and or prosecuting a civil matter so sama aban so court to Attorney General na eba begina mu. Enti one say Chief Justice or the oye bibi na osama aban a case here cause ubon Attorney General na ba on e betu charge Ghana aban what you say. Enti Attorney General na civil action bi eti aban bia no oni aban na enya bia na basa na Attorney General na ye ho adwuma prosecutorial power na yasande ama no criminal offenses bia na ontimi mfiri enkran ne kumase ababi ote na ono so eno na wapone sa atumi ni kakra na ode ama police fo enti police ni bi wa ha sabi o prosecutor but emra no nse da nim bebre ene de tumi na ama no but o ma ye adwuma na chente o mo bo mo ho modene enti na duru ba bia ya na lawyer fo no bebre timi twifa o mo so no because Mmra no waya chenso du ba bia be kakra betima biti no ejina lawyer na kobọ ni motokro na mpo senka atone de atone
na mo zo mbọ ni ndokru
yes on say makasa the burden na ye expect say was say odi mo obi kokotum na ya kobe 99.999 that's proving beyond reasonable doubt na ya kobe almost 100%.
I see.
And this went me prove beyond reasonable doubt na orezi doubt single doubt okra let us say kakra bi ogina adinya de keto bi say charge na abon na ogina so akọ enti lawyer for no so nim saa nim de no because mo de bo Mmra no ho ban Mmra na yakwa ya to won
mo ya ma mo bo ni bia bia manipa na fa no ho adi
no say Mmra wa kwato no say wo police ni wo chi obi na ochoro na no asama ya say was independent witness etna ho na independent witness no we so ye neutral na wotimi kire nipa no kasa wote ase time a oche no kwa ochoro na no asa wan fa independent witness bi ama metna ho oso no mu na wa 60 found setting enti lawyer ne de oba no ba be say what dey oman Mmra na criminal procedure ne niam no ne constitution ne bibia na ya adwuma pepepe enti say wan fa anya adwuma pepepe lawyer ne de obeba be boni motokro say ade na wo ye no wa anye ne yie say na oman Mmra si kire enti yenya ni panama nanko Let's just say lawyers and branding a shanima. Send your mother attending a bayer juma pepe.
There be no criminal for a mobile woman. There be
lawyer be
move on photograph. I'm a criminal now for say move on my way.
Is a mini Aduomi. Answer. We all are servants of the law. Say we all are servants of the law, of the rules, and we need to worship the law or worship the rules. You know, I am kwa Mmra nim. Mmra no. I was here some. I am kwa idea. I some Mmra. Some Mmra. It is Mmra na kase wo churo bia no asem. Na we so the independent witness etnawa. Na wa mfana ntnawa. Okay, boy fee versus NTHC Limited Properties Limited. Waka say if enactment be as specify a procedure to follow. That procedure ought to be followed. And the enactment be actually said, quite say the emphasis if an enactment has prescribed a certain procedure to be followed, that procedure ought to be followed. And the versus yes, a let's say what you will be wakuminipa, but okuminipa no what the naba be now. Jina odini jina wo nyina no wa ma ne lawyer wa ma ne hwe eno an say o de 10 no abu an for de na kwakotum wo yes ade na woni na ani ni yie nipa bedwene nipa na wawuo no ho de but de wo so won ni say ye de pepepe ye di na e bi anka de ne be kwakotum dada enti wan fa pepepe ya ma ne nti de wawuo na wukwa what you say enti de lawyer for ne ye na nya mo na
say ya say pe atentre ntem ya attention in tomato.
Song say attention.
Say say abusuani ni abre.
Say what say attention no. Why you very careful ah. Yes ube jai. Wo mo a omadi nsamone ana omabokro no pempempempem ma mo makọ. Dan say udu onipa baako a ne ho enifo. Onye boni bia be kwa akotum ame akuno. Read article 14 clause 2. Article 14 clause 2 of the 1982 Constitution. 14.2 kind ho.
14.2.
You say one fa pepe now chi obi de ne kwasem na detain no na o kire no. E kwan boni bia na o treat ne bada enipa no ho kwan se oje osiwa aban na na so oje sika ditia o compensate no. Read article 14.2.
14.2. It says a person who is arrested, restricted, arrested, or detained, yes, shall be informed immediately. In a language that he understands.
Yes. Eti I was say nipa no o ma no language that he understand. Article 14.5 for baby. That's a 14.5.
14.5. A person who is unlawfully arrested, restricted, or detained by any other person shall be entitled to compensation from that other person.
That is so. And to us Article 14.2 natural says which will be a can language a what ase kire no manente language na se pepepe. Ansana what the pepepe ya di no. It one ka language a okay 14.5 na. Se ofa kwan boni bi so chi obi di ni shem. And now detaining and now restricting the movement because your freedom of what? Movement. It will restricting the movement in shame. Now one fa pepepe ya di no na di no ko shame. As said the fundamental right. Say any pan one na ni ye nti one na ni ye nti obeba beje compensation. Na sa compensation is Supreme Court na calculate. And omo de atua. Enti na atai. Ono no the mechanics are no mo koye ka wo no ene ya no on say court of appeal ejai no amwa wo say wa anya bone ne de ne kokoto mu wakodam 23 years but 23 years no afi dia I was say state no omo besiu state ne ya compensate no ehwa na 150 preko pesa me ye euroko me ye ho anwan na achi obi na tietia ne fa ahodie so bebre ba enipa no otimi ko under article 14.54 ema ne fa ahodie na watietia so no so timi esiu aban no
I see ema o man ni tuaka
na de me pesa me hu ne say we OSP na special prosecutor na or the main function ba ko ya investigating what corruption the corruption bi akoso ba bia OSP ne san wo bibia ye frɛ no obe prosecute corruption cases so to me prosecute or sign so recover illicit assets are bi obi afa kwan bone so say o manager pade no wafa or prevent corruption say o ma corruption so nsi ana or collaborate with other agencies and the other agencies ni bi na meka law enforcement agency no and the OSP no so be declare be wanted that was all collaborating with what other law enforcement agencies they say Ghana Police Service because Ghana Police Service to me declare be wanted. Okay. Ana other law enforcement agency, the police, court you now on to collaborate with them. No one just said to me, no, declare will be fugitive from justice. And to be very say Orak and Oforiata, oh, yes, so appear before you and son what me charge no. So baby, Ebrana former president was no His Excellency Nana Addo Kwaku Owusu Aduomi, the then Attorney General Orak Godfred Odame. Me wish a happy birthday, senior. You see, Orak Godfred Odame.
And then birthday.
Yes, and then birthday. Into Orak Godfred Odame, mo ye if you mua. Na the oya ne say, ube mwani ya de charge na bo. Nti ato force money adi ni nyina. If it in ya do mo call straight up. What you say? Ne do akọ court na di wasem. And it is not based on suspicion. Ansa na do bi e de na kwa akogina court. And the OSP will declare be fugitive from justice in the first place. Crime ben na nipa no kra no. Why? We declared fugitive. We hear the moment so meboa wo nhwemu no person obeba. But one man reason, justifiable reason tia bia wontimi ma. And no betimi Supreme Court decided say yetimi serve obi through WhatsApp. Yetimi serve obi through Facebook. It is nipa no WhatsApp obetimi serve na na say obetimi na ya be. Virtual discussion.
And the internet no ho say
internet
and the media platforms.
Say internet na but is why anya sa anyama ni nyina na wo mpene sa. And so they are prepare the person to court. Never ne crime. Why? What is crime? What is crime? Crime ya there be ya there. Crime no before crime will be here. It means that somebody has what? Somebody has a criminal intention or has commissioned a criminal enterprise. The person has commissioned a criminal enterprise. That criminal enterprise, there must be a prohibited act. There must be a prohibited act. Act be imposition. I was saying imposition. So that particular crime the person has commissioned, no, it goes against that prohibited act. And the prohibited act in Etiano says, "O minor what may be." It is said, "Oh yes, I want a crime now. That criminal enterprise Nitia prohibited act now. The breach thereof goes with the penal consequences of the law." It is often Sabrana ya de home associate at the mouth. It is a mrebi ni ho now for obi charge more no untimi ntwi nipa na so. Read Article 1911. Near here Article 1911 of the 1982 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
Article 1911.
1911.
Let's see, 1911. No person shall be convicted of a criminal offense unless the offense is defined and the penalty for it is prescribed in a written law. Yes.
So no persons can be convicted or shall be convicted unless the offense shall be convicted of any offense, unless the offense is defined. Obianu wa obetimi atwe na so abra ungunu bone kora waye. Unless the offense is defined. Say just as bone kro no ya kire ewo omanmrem. So and the penalty for it is also defined. So from Mmra na asotwe e wo ho no so I was with the man in the written law e wo ye books. I have been a Oracha Chichikata agent as to say fast track high court. And no onye boni bia at the time almost why boni na o mine me mre bia say sa boni no for time Oracha Chichikata. Yes. Quite sa say yes quality no quality green na yes society general omo sikasem bi ne fast track and e hono there court no what try say ampa or the good court no crab a challenge court on the constitutionality and the legality of the fast track high court. But true baby no who say at the then attorney general Nana Addo Kwaku Owusu Aduomi eso kwa appeal no say me enye bone emre bia nto ho de na so at the time wa mo kwaji hu sika no na o man no yaye constitution e kire say mo baji sika kro no ade no benefit no mo ba baje no under the 1992 constitution enti e hono justice afre e de ni nim de be ka ho ma omo overrule omo previous no ema omo san be sesa ne say in fact e bone because amre no o started process ni nyina but e ho anema na omo baje ye no time omo je na 1992 constitution e bra na ba what you say? That is the law. The American say
not retroactive effect.
That is not retroactive effect. Law be a prospective effect. Many retroactive effect. Economy, but economy. What you say? So at the time you were going to receive the gains or benefit, the 1992 constitution, imposition. Naba. It is the person can say OSP. No, we are not in a banana state, and we are not. Any can say a BBR Rambo style, and I have been saying
banana state. Banana could you? Yeah, I mean,
and I'll find me. You see the point the person making say. A baby away, a baby, and you can say offer wolf mentality. When my boyfriend the wolf, Sakramai. Sakramai also more, or saw the young quabo more to say, you know, and not a wolf mentality. And it's a wolf mentality. I also be a more person says, and now what is OSP? So, share resources for a country spend the one I do baby because a man bulletproof cars. Yes. President Kwabini say on the bulletproof mana or 2 4 or say to 2. Ono kwa minyi say sebi bulletproof no de nam.
Na wo de man no.
O say,
o de man no.
Na minim say nsa kan dia. Na yema no a bulletproof car. Sika ye spend wo OSP ho no busa say, sa institution no e de be mfa so pa na dia man. Na case be no de akokọ to de wini hwe. The first case what the buy, you see government official one.
Na wo nhwemu nya sunkuma wo.
Enya semkuma den de ba de ten say nhwemu na wo ye no. Na wo de ade pa bi de abana gan na enya so mfa so. Yeni ana owura girlfriend odamede cases akọ mediation ni ade amaga na etimi anya sika nke ye lusu nyina ye nsa etimi aka na wo de da bia na ye kọ ana ye boka because yo nansi a charge the ball MPP ni bi about 20 charges ni nyina wakọkọta makọta kwete na discharge no ya discharge na kwete no 20 account ni nyina na basa na OSP adwuma die be na obeye mame ma a typical example OSP na nkasa obra Otuna so opia yewura mahama ya ente bia election oya bewinia o say government official 1 government official 2 ohun boni bia owura mahama ene ni nuanom aye enso na United States and UK what the na government official 1 ye timi discover say o maye boni ama ye rule cra punish company bi ni ade ho but o say ha de onu de ohun boni bia wa it is high institution mi no fa so bia ne mai
o ye nhwemu na ahande no
me ka say onye nhwemu but say Utimi tran Ghana hanum eye ohwehwemu abra obia ma meboa ma timi ye ade na owura kenoforiata untimi minkasa kenoforiata wadi sika ma yenje wadi sika wasa oje ade na sa hwehwemu no ntimi ye na wonfa charge mo no ana mbusa say what is his crime kenoforiata crime ben why so define the crime person to bobia mo person to section 1911 over so bobia mon and I've also defined that what is crime here there encapsulate at the na you can prohibited act it means that you've commissioned a criminal enterprise and that criminal enterprise sins against a prohibited act so there must be a prohibited act which is imposition you understand that and the breach thereof goes with the penal consequences of the law and it is it goes with the penal consequences of the law. Associate the amount. Let us say so the punishment must be defined, the offense must be defined. Yes. So as it stands now, offense ben yadama ora can oforiata.
So you didn't care for an abonaman say no why that.
You see, offense must be defined on a charge sheet. I was what you want charge sheet so. Now they send in some no the man a lawyer for say.
Now says charge sheet there one
so when meaning this akoko to ama ye de charge sheet bi abon what I say because all the charge ne bon a obeba wa man so a ubetimi start trial no in absentia na wagusu adi na asem no a olusu a anase na lawyer for ntimi antwitwa na judgment in absentia oni anu age judgment etia no na chese waje na afi wo di interpol na kofa na ba ese ye nkotwe na so se bia wasa Ghana sika na ase waye BBC but ekobasa
ni nyina court nso na be
ni nyina so court
enye wona so ye
za enye na so enti ekobasa de nipa be hu ni se ese ye persecution bi ba nye prosecution and there is a dichotomy, a clear distinction between
persecution and yesu ababu masam na aka no hey you lawyer pa okay I said persecution yes no I said ai so mo yes wo je boni bia
onto bo mo ba no
but na say we say the end yes why boni say cathedral no so say nyina wo and say biblia yes twagwe wonte
on say the nipa beka na bontene no e di kan crucify cathedral obi kai obed once wa ko say amana da honti nsuo da honti obi adiska the point is when you to escama na sika say na buy the sika no free state account mu na buy ye and I say ye ankura bi mum and ye o madwen so mo de beboa ame aye na hwan no na je say sika no busa ni nyina enti unless we define now the charge sheet no agu so now they akọ enti wa fa charge papa mo no obekọ onti me can persecution and prosecution. There is a difference between persecution and mama me found free persecution. So be persecutor or inflicting harm or inflicting physical harm or emotional harm onto the other person. In the infliction of what? Emotional harm, economic harm, so and now a physical harm. And that's our persecutor. And there must be a government involved.
Where you can you try be
or say I'm in trouble. Physical harm no me more be me Aduomi. So what you be the nation there more than 48 hours by inflicting wounds on the person. Physically, what man akoda baby emotionally so affecting because anya the dabre no ho. Ana the dabre no ho kra 48 hours. But why see this 48 hours? It goes against the fundamental rights of an accused. And that fundamental right, that is the very preamble of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. You can't preamble. What you say, that is the philosophy, the values. Your constitution is based on the very foundation of the intent, the very foundation of
the spirit.
Yes, the spirit. So read the preamble of the 1992 Constitution. Also, I say, we the good people of Ghana, in the name of God, we give to ourselves this particular constitution. Better secure. There's a framework, which is a framework of government.
Okay,
which are secure.
Preamble.
Preamble of 1992.
We the people of Ghana, in exercise of our natural and inalienable right to establish a framework of government which are secure for ourselves and posterity the blessings of liberty equality of opportunity and prosperity and then in a spirit of friendship and peace with all people of the world.
Also, the rule of declaration and rule of law and the fundamental human right.
And in solemn declaration.
In solemn declaration.
And an affirmation of our commitment to freedom, justice, probity, and accountability.
That is fine.
The principle that all powers of government spring from the sovereign will of the people. The principle of universal outdoor suffrage. Say election or no? Okay. And then the rule of law. Okay. And the last one said the protection and preservation of fundamental human rights and freedoms, unity and stability for our nation.
Eti medase minu Aduomi. Into uchiche mabetwi na ye the good people of Ghana when yamidi ni no. E wo ye right anyankopon de adua mu inalienable right no. Ye yi framework of government aban na sa aban no be secure for ourselves. The posterity or the posterity no omo a entiri madache omo nyina obenya mo blessings of liberty or the insira bema yen ama yen nyina obi anya ne fa the equality of opportunity and there was a school aban ne bako no kanu bi nso na wonso bako sami jam physical editua ne kanka no abi ne wo se editua oka but isi a wote a akatua ne yaketua bi but obi je akatua akasi obi bako Cambridge school ana wo bako
na se sami de o meka wase
meka na uya Oba say in the solemn declaration and affirmation and on a president be also afrema solemn declaration or they can no aka say sa ne ma no oba obehwe amana ye adwuma na owia on the rule of law and your rule of men wanka rule of men is a rule of men there anke the Udara Barras Kamina Barras
na say
Kabema camp for Udara Barras and Kamina Barras come ne don beba ne do ma be rule on my way and when the rule of law. Now we are protect the fundamental right of what an individual. I don't know. You know me and when you say Aduomi. I don't know every akuto. The rule of law. Mabry and Madison. But as every akuto. That's a bafu akuto and 7 others. And 7 others.
I know what you akuto and 7 others.
Yes.
Okay. Can they Agric Minister Papano?
Agric Minister Papano. So what you say?
That's now
the PDA Act. And the buy
act.
And the act the buyer. Lawyer Leonard lawyer JB Dampa equity charge you on PDA Act. And no answer the Sunday lawyer no kwada mu ma no wuye no Kwame Nkrumah say sa affirmation o kan na no keke na emu manye sa na constitution no obegina so dia ya adwuma enti emu say ehun say constitution ya yakeka ho nyina provision ni nyina na fa pem ba bia springy free no efri ha and say the powers of government no if you read article 1+1 read it article 1+1 yes
Article 1+1.
Tumi nyina wo nipa no
Okay.
Yes.
Supremacy of the Constitution.
Yes, the supremacy.
I say the sovereignty of Ghana resides in the people of Ghana.
Yes.
In whose name
and for whose
welfare
the powers of
government
shall be
are to be exercised in the manner and within the limits laid down in this constitution.
Within the limits, we say yemuna abaye den, yemuna tumi wo. So na tumi
ye Ghana for
yemuna tumi ni free na ye de ama aban. Sovereignty of Ghana resides in the good people of Ghana. Ye
ma aban ni tumi.
Thank you. Enti yemuna tumi no one ye de ama aban. Na aban no so ye de ma wa o be ye ne pepepe. Said they're within the limit of our constitution, limit of that constitution, and then the preamble of the 1982 constitution, and then the philosophy, the very foundation of the constitution, where the power springs from. And the one na, I will say we did not so now the rule of law at the year Juma. Then yes, what trample upon the fundamental right of an individual. Now, any power with you.
Papa, that's it. That's it.
Now only Article 125. I mean, Article 125.
125.
The justice shall emanate from the good people of Ghana, and it shall be delivered in the name of the Republic. Article 125.
125. The judicial powers of Ghana.
Yes.
Justice emanates from the people.
Yes.
And shall be administered in the name of the Republic by the judiciary, which shall be independent and subject only to this constitution.
Yes, it is a way a judge na say obi a wudi asema atentene ne wode ba e was justice emanate from the good people of Ghana. Enti to me na e ama na wote no e the Republic of Ghana na de ama wo enti de wuye bia no e was wo de pepepe ye every Ghana fo no mu de omo hwehwe e de ye adwuma within the limit of this constitution. And it's all your judge no anye independent. Na akoye bias na kire se me ya de e be fe be obi a na kire se to me na nipa ne de ma wo no enye no na wo de ye adwuma. The way nyina na e friend the rule of law.
We nyina
na protect the fundamental rights of what?
Rule of law.
Rule of law. Rule of men. It be bia ni wa kan rule of men.
Na say men man Mmra ni timi adwuma.
Men no man nyina kan the premise of the 1982 constitution no edwom form kan wa lawyer for kan hairdressers kan teacher for kan de nyina di nya. Na asoja for nyina kan na we de yen kan say ya asoja for nkwa because rule of men no enipa mienu pe na obenya omo. Rule of men ada say asoja for ne police for mu nyina gina baby faako. And security agencies immigration ni ade. Ana wasa benya metro for sa nipa we num ne from rule of men. Metro for rule of men. Ebi na dey adwuma. Ebi na ban dey adwuma CCI. Rule of men, not rule of law.
That's it. Yeah, abusia ye lawyer. Você buzimas. Ana abusia bom como aí. Enti abraço, essa é o program zone. Na dia na pesa busa no. Obetimi busa na dia opa bia. O number ni 0322081006 81007. 0322081006 81007. Mo time ni abowrem bi o. But mo fanche enkomo na sa na de no etie. O aye krado obetimi abonkomo ni agade. Hello,
good evening.
Yes, sir, good evening.
Opening kati mjita tawe wa do mo ye.
Sure, nyaminti na wonso e.
Ye ho adom ma ti jana ti so do me abra.
Oh, sure. Bra na bombo ko.
Ye ho adom pa opening.
Sure.
Ko be bi kakra na so me tinya be ti kakra. In fact, amentia na mentia me mami an teka di kwa we start bo tinfu. Na mentia me pen for mo so do me abra. Opening wada woman papa lawyer yesua de afi no papa. Na o ka bi re akoto me se ho no ya o nti su bi na
o 27 others no
re akoto no ka history ya de ba ya ye ura agric minister ni papa mo se no o tim kakari 1 minute tim kakari kire ya na ni eji ho chindie kakaba na nti ase ni nyanya ni yi eji ho no yesua de pa be da papa lawyer ase je ja onya be kakari
me pesa meka maminka papa lawyer be ka chonti maminka chonti ozo Martin na chese papa lawyer obeche buka kaso ho And seminar there's no just here. Masa, oh, Villia Brab. Yes, sir. Matthew Big why. Let us be. Then Matty Jan just told them Yabra. Abon come so say. Hello.
Nana was what you.
Yes, sir.
Majo.
You. Na bomba kwa die.
Nyamia drum.
Correct.
Lawyer, where dear? Wow, you the other things market.
Okay.
Me pato, maybe any kusa. You know. Me pato, you can the same this papa lawyer say. Me pato, say, oh my God, I'm Raymond. Meaning, say, so you two police station. A manager says 48 hours. So be baby a mo, so be a ma. I will say 48 hours national be my idea. A man do court. I running him. Na court 1 minute, be to your mouth. Be an idea, your mouth. If I told Nasa Yoku was so chewa. Almost the only hours be a set a draw also or do cocoa. And a two. Then find that you're the suspect now to me. And if you share more. Me prove me evidence that certain means I didn't get to me so many. And no son, you go and watch you, and I said, "Go dinner for you." Yes, you should not be me for. Let me ask you about Nana.
Okay.
If I go, me question.
That's it. That's the P. You was to talk to and what did the abbey wants to say? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Open your journey on Bedma.
Oh, Papa, a pumbo cordier.
Yes, I don't know where I'm so.
The Yamiasio Boko.
I'm part of I feel to be young.
Where Lawyer Evans or Seb Bonsu?
Limare.
Lawyer Evans or Seb
Evans. Ah, yo.
Sure.
Yo, yeah, that must. There are much at him. The ambassador Musa lawyer. Posha was good at 100. Wrong. One, or 2 minutes would declare so will be a winter. You say court on Kwana, it's not court, but court is to declare a week while you want TV. I get an social prosecutor 100. Only 2 meters. So which declare will be a wanted boy.
Okay. So, and then what kind I say, or no, the power investigative powers. So, a year suspected crime. And the Kika home, Yoshimu. Now, sister, or Yoshimu, and that's our best be declared will be nuclear. When a law enforcement agency that's over project power to me at the free court. Not court to set for Korshu, and that's when ye police for a beca boom. Nina, or to me, pano, when you feel attorney general. To whom? And the account. I don't know, Papa lawyer, HHM. One casta also now one declares it will be a say, son was chesed. Mmra no etie but obechi mu dia kire onti wo de etie
ana seka wa na me kanu untu media ya o mo cafe wada more than 48 hours na no kre na me de me say untu media no o ayi fo no beka say o man be na condition na wo be no ho no Mmra ya say yes wo de ba me ye man be no na wo nyama e man ne bo 48 hours na no or rather, if you wait to make you on course, yeah, or one not the mabel, a 48 hours now.
Okay, yeah, to Papa lawyer, a bit okay, yeah, that's it. Epi pa into one so be I said, what tran a yuko, ebro, a 48 hours, wait me a sew and no shade. Yan shaba kwana midun can was wrong. Time no, a common debate.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Frenchman.
Bonjour. Hello, bonsoir. Comment ça va?
Frenchman, oh, I'm telling you. You're from Sakatim Pobi.
Sakatim Pobi? Hey, Sakatim Kasafi.
I'm what the very rare. I'm a shabby crew of Pamphona. I'm cousin.
Really? Ah, a man was able to move out the barrier near one to one. Wow.
We something moving so ready. Na demi kusane say eye mo krata am kan bebre na say constitution kra wo yi ye kwa e wa kula e betimi the constitution of court wo Every say,
What's a man constitution?
Kira say, Papa, it's was at the scene or many more of the day in after Pepe. Nemun penny for course of the trail. Our bridge, I had to go money to you. No money, and man, my just a constitution. I can say, oh, this year. Swung.
Okay.
And Tino, I see you may call. Because of my Mmra would be dear, so much less. More chat and money one of the year, and most of two corner at the same I never did the other person. No more shall no more change your mind with you, and I'm come on the idea. As I say, a constitution in you.
Okay.
You feel my grandma and I'm a banner, only when you for constitution in Cocoa. Yes, you know, obey my woman.
What was our summer constitution?
Never from the court, why? Because all many other hope. Oh, I'm got out of
the pay any own.
Papa, any one of what deals war. Cat down on the Diadiano, I am with the boy over. Only the deals in your eyes or more butuano. Not if you don't win the other vegetarian. Instead of saying 2 minimum. Yes, so say 2 minutes, Yaman, saying 2 minimum with motion on your money. And if I put on Catholic cook be show one.
Okay, that's the B. Sakatim Pobi, as you have the vera. And also in the Japan, when the Nyapa constitution, what they call Portuno. Yeah, also to say. A best about and you beat me up. Hello.
Frenchman.
Yes, sir.
What do you want?
Yenya.
The drop is out fabric.
Fija Fabre.
A sabom so assembly.
Assembly.
Honorable Mission.
Oh, honorable.
Also, Mr. Harden behind him.
Wow, if you're saying how?
Mr. Harden.
Harden day.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Frenchman, I want to about mommy.
Oh, Marty.
I can, and careful to
Sure.
Tamle Piku, Community Center. A Frenchman, me would have said, you need to for a war at ye. There will be the real idea. Not in police station. Now, I buy a jail, a man say, would you for common fiancé and fiancon? Why do you know Korea? No, if you could the Crown Tanka. Now, wow, the jail now at the Crown of Hero. And let you hope. Say, the whole jail, yeah. The Mr. Mano, Namadia, no, what Jima, Jimadia, now say, we'll try jail in Jimadia to a fire and man, a few months. A French man, the Mekan.
Matthias Seba.
Ah,
Baby, Yachin, yet the Napotum. While the other one Sankai. Miss Waboka.
Miss Maboka.
Aye. Then the I said to say, Omiwa. My mamma,
Kamakoka. I watch a man.
Matthias, because we are the command would. Okay, that's it. Absia, Yan Harden day. Here on the Quabre. And in Nabunkumwe. Commander Dempachua Cakes, but the ones I have been the Jumano. Kusepa, Bawdia, without the chef Vigim, Namia Duma, Vijaman Jessica Jabi, into the Fawadia too. Namia Duma, the just actually home. Not yet was, but I'm in Copa Paloya, which is supposed to tell. Not young fan, sorry. But, well, yeah, put down your hot. Yeah, hot, very, very hot, I tell you. I wasn't very 40 years. No. Dear, he now free hadn't in one answer. What the echo free a year, the Binomusi Riakuto, the Ubechim, and I say 48 hours will be see between so. Will be I'll call you, I'm 48 hours. I was see it me. Okay, I didn't want some quarter now. No penage may do, and so I didn't dear by the account.
When I say, men 48 hours no. Okay. So Euroko exceeding 48 hours, and come now I'm running to the was somebody in the court. Until for within 48 hours na Euroko or to me. It is a one more be bail no intimate bail condition. I also prepare a court. And it's all the could do court to honor court to make Nakasa Mon Corremand and answer Monko bail. Say, Emano. And it's 48 hours now. Oh, institution be only 48 hours. Just a court on quantity me abros are 48 hours. Maybe a remand will be. Okay. I don't call remand. And it's a wound to me, Mamma can say. May your institution Euroconti and maybe I may meet me to what to know I can say. Because court to person who be abusing the fundamental right to emphasize to me now my institution be court nkwana constitution ne de say to me na ma no and they say ochi obi a 48 hours intina police chi obi a 48 hours pen owo entem na so odi nipa no court na mo call remand no e de ne ba and they say oh no man police inquiry be na ontimi meet a 48 hours ne pe ana wo say ode no court nti wantimi amfa na ankwa nipa no wo obetimi nya cause of action against the
you
state.
see now and I said we had the two topics on our table.
Yeah.
But this and the bail, and one seven, because you are say near because the police for bail na the UK force bail kuna wasting the nkwana say na ana feel cramp the cost involved, the sureties new but I said the time did not allow and you share your friends there warrant arrest him and now come say a wanted person with declaration and and you can was him no the subsequent days we will have to look at that one because since I was principal, I say principal Krakokrumpa, you be looking for Craigies Cameboa. But as I said, look at Crabby, what did the one condition that just I say. And we want to look at the two and to the Yababa Econo. And said, now, dear Okam was said, so the open can say a cobasse. In fact, was you be a dear dance, you said, sir, a year institutional woman, the abuse maybe more or less. Because they went beyond 48 hours now.
Yes.
And the person just said, me instituting legal action be against.
Yes, so bet me for fundamental human rights court. Now, akwa said Tio Matiti and fa who did more than 48 hours. Obet me akona nipa ne bebre ja say ya ban na ne nyen nti oya na on person obedi akire. But when you be opemanso obeko fundamental. And what you manso say why see this 48 hours?
48 hours. But na bail now say ebiana
bail no say bail for variation of bail condition. Nobody court na court ne danis how bail condition. And as what do kwesi no nkyere ba bia wode wakwesi na mu hu ba bia ode nipa na kwesi I also lawyer for no file bibi e fe no the rate of what habeas corpus. Habeas corpus is to produce the body.
No, yes. Ria could produce the body. JB now produce. Yeah, produce. And Oba produce one.
Ria Akutu. It is over Ria Akutu. A bafo Akutu. Na a Greek minister ne papa. Me chanity I said a bear a tea ne papa. Any pound be. Ya de Kwame Nkrumah the PDA Act. Yes, I know my friend. Prevention Detention Act. Nti or the act ne baya na obia say ubie wano kra kasa say na memu nye ana na de we nya na ya be fa yemusu wano asem ne de wakwa akoshim. Enti obeye che bafo akotonum de to wo so say o maka nsem bone ne ade de afa aban no nchemfo mu nkonkogum. Ya chi wo mugum no owura je bi da nkwakọ say obekwa kwakọ yi wo na nye sa na aban no oso ye say oba be. It is a preamble of the then constitution na wo ho. Because na 1969 na say sa constitution no. Enye sa na Kwame Nkrumah so e so obebo nipa fa ahodie ho ban. Na ye ne nwanwa se we die enipa e kasa kura ye se mo nkasa ye musa wano asem. Ne ye de wakwa akose dem. Ne ye de wakwa akotum nti wonte ase. In fact, wo ye bi dan kwa lawyer Mmra wo de gu wa na Mmra no enne ne ye nyina edi sua de. Na ye Mmra kama asa amne ne wesi ebu ama no enso nam se na bibi sha ase enti no ekoba asa afi de ebu ati awura je bi da nkwa
na bibi she mo
na bibi she because information an say no an say yes president ne ayi kasa chief justice of afun an e free judge say ye na de we wa nya wo mo enti bu ati awo mo ne nko enti ekoba say asem no yes sa declaration na o kan ye mere solemn declaration obeji so afena mu na okan ne saa keke British body ni bi na okan ne keke enti enya de a oso ye se obebo ni papa
and ekrampo wo sa ubi
anything na papa ni busa say equality of opportunity when the constitution be court equality of opportunity no mo na bi no mo de amaya na because constitution na ka say enti nya constitution na de ko aban na de ne ko say onye sa equality sa asem na ya kan equality of opportunity na wo constitution no onfa nya adwuma no wasi wa ban lawyer na je sa ban lawyer abekere de nti a onfa equality of opportunity ni nya adwuma nti ho quite obetimi
na say we because obi super na enso amfa
oh I know they say we need to say brand man ho fan say obesiu na osiu na so so a omusiu because equality of opportunity na ho no one of ma mebo awo de ma ne ntimi nya yi enti ko de obetimi akokot because obi abetimi akokot because a man so just say man equality of opportunity adena yina equality the enya pepepe maybe the so chebi enti no so eti amra enti na area akoto de no enti ko ba say JB dan kwa na akra ono aso ye de sa act na chene koto condemn cells e won san wam e ma JB dan kwa owi onya stroke heart attack e ma wodi wi enti sa bi no and the account say area akoto whereas the same case na bi so si wa America na friend Mmra and Madison. Mmra and Madison. America for only there's hammer no. Omo de na work constitution mu ya adwuma pepepe. Abrahaman titi obi fa ahodie so. Enti so we Ghana na America de na na chese nsakra ye bem. Whereas Ghana titi anipa fa ahodie so na America de o protect anipa fa ahodie ho. E ma na ye kamenti bire bia ye hwe area akoto na de atoto Mmra and Madison. E wo ho ne we say Ghana.
So and there was respect to say okay, wo ne your friends say man at the helm of affairs.
Yes.
And to wo yes we yama with power to me so we nye dwuma no. Adentina wo one person be man kwan no de ye dwuma no.
Yes.
So you have to be you force you say manipa no anye dwuma na che say wo dwuma ye dia show that say one person be ye.
Aha. Yeah, we the next question na osade by we area akoto. We constitution ne de no say equality obetima court. And I'm say obi so busa question bi.
So ofani Ajimai Joe and so dear no and to know business say Mmra and the odi you want to make crampo a buy so bit me stew
and obi busa say so obi court like obi tete alfa ahodie ho sa na bi akowi ade
I know how they
are republic yemfa ha menya question me no obi busa say e de ntina obi akowi na ade na ye de na court no oba yedi nipa na kotum no ono ayekowi anade no onya hwe you see say yedi nipa no kotum a de ma yedi kotum say a state no prosecutorial power yedi ma atene general enter republic versus Ghana na nipa na nya eno nti na criminal offense ne yedi say nipa no kokotum no yedi ne tuma wonya hwe but so pese wo twe manso na e wo say wo san sama say nipa no wo civil court na wo sama na say empo sa wa de na ofa na nka de sei na ode be nti da chinka sikasi na nka de bebre wa na de sei na de bebre wo entu be pe lawyer ni na lawyer na sama sa asem na sa sama sa ni pa kro na entu otwa sentence ne kura wi a ene ye ne punishment criminal offense ba civil ne de obetu asa sama na court no akohwe emfaso na nka benya wa sa de ni menam so ofa enti wa deprive amwa ntimi anya
asinti ni ta no otwa wi a na abesama na so odemu na
obetu ma enimi enu nyina simultaneously. But however, Ebiana court no be fine. No one for now court to be no first time offender. Onye boneda. And the court no so on pese prison or dini pa bebrebe Kwaku go to be fine sikasem. Na say sika de yemfa ma wo. Ebe kwa aban ho. And this so fine de a ewi a osifra daka ma na asan de krata na 7 no. Ewo civil action no. No de osi court na asan hwe civil no ma say anka sa de no fire na yensu ananka wo no mu a anka wo de no mu adura anka e ma yare bi ma me yo nam so fa sensu ni nti ama yare e bi aba wo yam ama doctor setimi atro sa ampa yare no so aba na de agina so na de claim sika free no na no so no o ya no anu se nipa no obi so o sama despite na o kwasama Dr. Forisa pon wo court aka wi so obenya bibi na de obi a woni bie e de ne kwasama no wo court o ya man of straw e de na obenya onya o ba sa ko kapa nti na
de wa jama naka
sa ana ba ko so busa say so be attitude obi fa ahodie na o me de ne ko gina court na at the end of the day enipa ne ko dibima udibima obetima siu say enipa no for malicious prosecution and no friend malicious prosecution say ko ba say empo a police for no munim no kra ne pa say di ade o mu de court o mu de nipa iko ya moa o mu no mu de nipa no ko ya eno so obetima siu aban for malicious prosecution
pama kai so
na mo police for it mi ka tell say papa wasemi ase emfa court ye court a emoa enti ebe ye atwa so na mu kosiesie na nya asam a ye de court because anya criminal offense o mutufu no wantie na wo ba akiri se chinchina ye court na ye je nipa na ontimi nipa na ntimi nsiu a police for no ba ba be si won kasa nipa na o ma asam no de court no for malicious prosecution
why are there because of the Makai cases na one say you only sword drive versus obeying
that is
you Nkrumah versus one
yes
and your sounds to
papa malicious prosecution
and you know so papa la dance
yo
the time no so that for the GD 7 series na papa la yi ano dia mama no papa no kra say bibia ni hobi mo ho
ya the mechanic say in fact omayi mu ayewe no Mmra na boy man said the makana rule of men by a rule of law. Intimesre His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say ade a ode beji din ene hia enye ade a ebeye kotobe kume. Enti my panyin Mahama wadi a unit committee pen wadi assembly man wadi post bia bi pen chirima be kai no. Enti onya ade bia oye the luckiest president in Ghana because obi anya say to me na wanya ni bi de wa ko waba wadi bia bi wadi bi wo wiase. Enti oni ni panyina ni le pepepe no onye legacy edini pa
Aka so ye friends wanted one na dey
wanted man dey ma me di tum ne say ne pen so na me hu say Rambo star no ekoso wolf mentality ni nta de srede a me de sre no ne say sa institution ni dwumadi a omo ye no say aban bi a obebo say de wo mo me kan mo mu nyina na emo me sra o man panyini ma ama say ono na wo so na emo onfa pepepe ye enye obi say obi mpo na diska onfa mara kwan no so no mfanye oman ni sika ma no but mo man nye rule of men but nye rule of law
that's it absia and lawyer Evans Osebonsu na bonkomo no ono ewo ye nyina ye chambers no enti eno ano obri ye bo a chambers Kumase na kra ye na bonkomo yi waya de nyamisa bi wanted person why any intimidate clearance institutions vein any intimidate clear no any de ka ho nyina emu legal implications emu mbra wo no ene ni nyina wa cheche nyumre ye da na sepi nyamisa nyamia azuma ho ye be sans social na fe ya to adwumedie no so social media for Pedro wa so ewo Indiana police one so de aba wasi mo papa lawyer well done wa ya de na fe ya saben enso your for saben kechire kwada so enso so good evening papa lawyer mo in fact it's a very educative program and now what the amount Yankopo Insha. So God bless you, Papa Lawyer, Nyamisha, Papa, and which he so and a year Salifu Fusteni and Sufri, a year Hamnase, we Salifu Fusteni, Salif, we Abdul Damani, Abdul Damani. On the Bechem, more news to know the other was a wow, Papa Lawyer, well done. Why are they by the Bia Fancy say a Fabro Muso? Timber na say so na just say almost who said you be see abo mo bra one so ade wade aba eno no afi who else biom enso so enie okay ura David twumesi enso ne was say papa lawyer mo well done zebonzo good work done was Nyankopon shop papa one so one the French na ba the platform say LED was so papa lawyer avocat do so Nyankopon twedi abon shop onso so edie wode abre yen eno no ene die aka okay we enso so we bra yo we bra ntwi onso we line so say papa lawyer onso chia bra Peter ntwi papa lawyer onso chia wo is what the instruction die abro mo Nyankopon twedi ampon we nshao nya senkuma Martin just with me abia ne die wode aba eno na wo cheche mo ede mai no busia enti yafa die aka ni nyina ense frigi nyame adoma evesa special DJ Asman up next one na oboboy enyume papa la nyame sao nyame adoma evesa special and die ebrefofo ye de mu nyina amase pi nyame twidi ampo nsham kana do bend masa plan ye das boss ena fe mi jenna meja Samson kwa nyame sao pi the cool will private team with private executives kino do the slave boss ye that's it DJ Asman nyame sao pi ni dan mu nyina the Massina Bakuba Yina Musum Kaon, and Misha Munyami Aduma, Ebesan Swesha, that's the au revoir.